Okay, time for round 2. All right. Going to the wealth spot. And is going to gain an influence. And because he reached that spot, he is going to get a victory point. And now it's our turn. Let's draw back up to 5. We've got these 2 convincing arguments, which are only useful for gaining persuasion to get new cards. So we can set those aside. We're not going to be playing those. We have this Seek Allies, which is another card that lets us visit one of these 4 locations over on the side of the board. And then we have our Signet Ring card, which lets us use our Signet Ring ability, which is to gain a water, which would be super useful. We are also really interested right now in trying to gain a faction alliance, and we've already started gaining a little bit of influence with the Fremen. I tell you what, we're going to play our Seek Allies card right away. That's going to let us go here, which gets us a victory point. And because it's a combat space, we can move up to 2 units into this combat. And I would like to at least be in a little bit. I may not gun for the win, but I would like to get second place if possible. This Seek Allies card says trash this card after you play it. So this is a one-time play. That's out of our deck for the rest of the game. Let's see what the beast is going to do. Going to the fold space spot and is going to gain an influence. Ooh, okay. Also going there to the other space is going to gain an influence and get more units. Because this is a combat space, they will get to deploy them directly into the conflict, as well as deploy up to 2 more. And so they are going hard on this conflict. I do not think we are going to try to win this one at this point. All right, what do we want to do with our last play? Let's go ahead and play our Signet Ring. That's going to let us use our Signet Ring ability, which is to get another water. And this card lets us go to either the yellow, purple, or green space here. And I think we want to try to get some spice. So we have 2 water. Let's go ahead and go right here. We have to spend both of our water, but we're going to get 3 spice plus this additional spice. So that'd be 4 spice, except for I also have this special ability here, which is Spice Addict. Whenever you harvest spice, gain 1 spice less and draw a card. So we're only going to get 3 spice, but we'll also get to draw a card. Now I have no cards left in my deck, so I have to take my discard pile and shuffle it. Draw a card. Okay, now the beast goes. Ooh, going to the rally troops. It's 4. And those go into his garrison, because that is not a combat space. No more workers to put out onto the board. It's time for a reveal. Let's see what I have left in my hand. I have 1 combat. And I have 5 persuasion. Ooh, so this card here is a 5er. It's called Power Play. It says gain 2 influence instead of 1. Trash this card. That would be a great card to help me get an alliance, a faction alliance token. And so I think I like that card. We're going to grab that one. We're going to put it in our discard pile. And that was all of our persuasion. So we can't get anything else. So the Signet Ring goes into our discard as well as our hand. And now we're going to resolve the conflict. The blue player is in it, so we'll draw a card. And we will just look down here. They're going to add 3 strength. They didn't need it. They've crushed this conflict. But we managed to get second place, and we didn't have to invest too much. So that was good. So let's see. The AI is going to get to choose to move up in 2 of these tracks. When they have a choice in this matter, they go up their weakest ones. So one of them is going to be there. Now they are tied here, and I believe I get to make that choice. So I will have them move up here. Unfortunately, that will get them a victory point. But we get the second place, which is a water and 2 money. Not too bad. This says if you have another Bene Gesserit card in play, then we can move up an influence track of our choice. Now, we don't have any other Bene Gesserit cards, but look at here. That's a Bene Gesserit card, that's a Bene Gesserit card. We could pick up one of these and try to make that happen. Where do we want to go? We do have a diplomacy card that is going to let us continue to move up these tracks. Do we want to push to try to get this faction alliance, or do we want to try to do something else? We do have a water. We could go to this Hardy Warriors and come into this battle a little bit. Maybe we want to rally some troops since we have no troops here. Oh, we can't go to rally troops because that would cost 4. So we could sell some of our spice to get some money, or just go here and get 3. That would give us enough to get to that rally troops spot. We can also go here now because we have 2 influence. It's hard to deny all of this spice that's sitting out here. I think that needs to be our first action. We're going to play this Dune, the desert planet. That lets us go to one of these yellow spaces here. And let's just go ahead and come here. We're not going to be able to deploy anybody, and it will cost us a water. But we're going to get 4 spice. -1 because of our abilities. So we're actually just going to get 3 spice and draw a card. And that's our turn. Oh, okay. This is a special thing that the app does. This tells you to trash and replace the first and second cards in the Imperium row, then draw another card. All right, so now the beast is going to go here, gain an influence. That gives them a point, and they're going to get to deploy 2 troops. That's a shame. Okay, going to selective breeding. Moving up, getting another victory point. All right, what do we want to do? Now we have tons of spice. We have this diplomacy card that we can play. That's going to let us come here. We'll gain an influence. We're going to get 2 water and 5 troops. Now let's also make sure that we remember to spend our spice. We can deploy as many, because this is a combat spot, we can deploy as many of these as we want. This is a victory point and discard a card. Let's put 3 of those out. Ooh, do we want to put 3 or 4? I have a little bit of combat in my hand, so I'm going to go ahead and put 3 there. Let's see what the beast is doing. Going to conspire. Gets to move up. And gets 2. Those are going to be garrisoned. Oh, and the harvest spice. So he's coming over here to this harvest spice spot. He's going to get to collect the bonus spice and 1 more. He always goes to the spot that has the most bonus spice. So gaining 3. And this is a combat spot, so he can move up to 2 into the battle. Kind of wishing I had put 4 in there, but that's it. Let's do our reveal. We're going to get 2 more combat there, 1 buck, and we only have 2 persuasion. I say let's pick up the voice. Let's get that Bene Gesserit card, and maybe we can combo it with that other card. Now, both of the AI opponents are in this battle, so let's draw a card for each of them. Let's do the beast first. Ooh, no added combat. And 2 for the blue. Well, there you go. That was very fortunate because now I have 6, 7, 8 power, and the blue only has 6. So we have won this combat. We get a victory point. And we get to trash a card from either our discard pile, our hand, or any cards in play. All my cards are in my discard pile, so I can discard any of those. I am going to discard this Assassin Mission card, which says, when this card is trashed, gain 4 money. That worked entirely to plan. I'll take one of these 5s, put one back. So we now have 7 money, which is fantastic because we only need 1 more money in order to get our 3rd worker, which is great. Now I'm gonna have to shuffle up my cards and we can go to the next round. So I've set up for the next round. I gave the AI opponent his reward for getting 2nd place in the last conflict. And now when we reveal the next conflict, it exposes the AI's 3rd workers, and they get them right away. So they're going to have more worker placements than I am for this round, unless I can get up here and get my Swordmaster. Now it's going to cost 8 money. I have 7, so I think I'll probably be trying to do that this round. But I don't get to go first. All right. Going here and just recruiting a troop. Right. Earl's going to the fold space spot, gaining an influence there. What are we doing? Well, we would like to get a little bit of money. And there's a couple places that we could do that. We can go here and get 3. We could go here to get 2. Is there some way that we could do that and get some other stuff? Now, we do have 2 water. Didn't get anything too exciting. Let's play our Dune the Desert Planet card and let's come up here and get 3 money. Okay, now we have enough to go to the Swordmaster spot. And we have a card that will let us go there. The beast can't go to the Hall of Oratory, so he's going to just draw another card. Okay, can go there. It's going to get to recruit. It's going to go right into the conflict, and he's going to deploy 2 more because it's a conflict spot. All right. Can't go there. Ah, secrets. Come in here. Getting another influence. Wow. Okay. Well, I think we want to go get our 3rd worker there. So we'll play that dagger. That'll let us go up there. We will spend our 8 money. And we'll get this guy right away. Go in here. Gonna get to deploy and deploy, going all in on this. Oh, and because of his Signet Ring ability, he also gets 1 more into his garrison. Harvest Spice. Okay. Oh yeah, there is a spot. So he absolutely can do that. And getting 4 of them. Now that he has 7 spice, he can convert that into a victory point, and he'll do it automatically. Wow, he is really crushing it right now. We might be in trouble. And he's going to deploy because that is a conflict spot. So he's in on that battle as well. Wow. I might sit this one out, to be honest with you. Well, what are we going to do with our last guy? I think, well, we got this diplomacy card, so I think we want to play it. Let's go here and let's get a water. We'll go up. Boy, do we even really want to deploy here? I don't think we do. I could deploy my 2 guys, but I think I want to save them. So I'm not going to deploy. I'm just gonna let them have at it. They're all done. I have 3 persuasion. This is the only card I can get, this Gene Manipulation, which is also a Bene Gesserit card, so that could be useful. So we'll just add all of this to our discard. And now the conflict. Let's draw cards for them. Oh, wow. The beast adds 5. And Earl adds 2. Okay. So the beast wins.